What's going on, you guys? What's going on? Hold on. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful hump day, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on? All right, what's the tea? Listen, I had an important meeting today, y'all. And I know I was supposed to do this live earlier today, but I had to take me a nap, child. I had to take me a nap and shit like that and, just get myself together for this meeting that I got. There's people out there that really want to work with me, y'all, and really want to take the Scotty by Nature brand really to the next level and want to assist me in doing the things that I really want to do and just putting me in places that I really need to be. And, it was a very insightful meeting, and I can't talk to y'all about it right now, but the things that they were talking to me about today really got me excited. And it just goes to show you that there are people out there that really want you to win. Like, even whenever in doubt of your own stuff, there's always somebody out there that's willing to take you on and really, really attempt to bring you to the next level and really try. They were even encouraging me to go ahead and do the thing that y'all asked me to do, which is pick up and do this live show. And baby, I'm probably gonna wind up doing it. But not only that, Josiah will be here in about a month. We're gonna finally start on our podcast, which will be coming out next year. Probably around the time of the Scene ATL when the Scene ATL comes out. It's probably everything that I'm doing right now is probably going to drop when the show comes out. Probably that's probably when everything's going to drop, child. But that's really besides the point and everything else under the sun. But I just want to say that just believe in yourself, y'all. Believe in yourself. Um, don't allow the naysayers to get up in your ear, because I know that I've done it multiple times. Like, I have allowed naysayers to get in my ear all my damn life and just really squandered all of my potential. But I'm never gonna do that again. So shout out to the people, that have naysayers, and shout out to the people that recover from having naysayers in their ear and really, really, go after the things that they want. Okay. Let me see. I see some of y'all up in here. I haven't done. I feel like it's been a month since I did a songs that were problematic segment. I'm probably gonna do that tonight. It just depends on how I feel after this live is over. Like, if I feel up to it, I'll do it. And I still have to do my live about the Essence top 50 R&B songs, and I'm probably gonna do that with DJ. That'd be good to do that with DJ. We probably talk about that because we're supposed to be doing like an album review tomorrow, but we gonna see what the tea is. We really gonna see what's going on with that. But yeah, we're at the 4-minute mark right now, y'all. So y'all already know what it's time to do. I got to put the spotlight on my moderators right now. So we got Universe Soul Goddess, we got Kendra Anderson, we got D-Boy to Envy, we got Pine, we got I think I said Universe Soul Goddess already. We got that boy Shan, we got Parker Boy, we got everybody. Okay, we got everybody in the building right now. You keep saying it. Don't play with us. How's your neck? It's absolutely fine, y'all. Like I told y'all, those little icy hot patches that I had, putting them on at work and letting it stay on my shoulder all day at work, and then I come home and replace it with another one. It absolutely works. I really, really loved it. Okay, like it really hurt. It really helped my neck and shoulder and shit like that. So you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the show. Moderators, y'all already know what to do. Make sure that the chat is clean. Make sure that everybody's engaging. Make sure that everybody's subscribing if they haven't. And also make sure that everybody's lighting up this chat with flames and they're sharing the live. Okay? Now, we're at the 5-minute mark. And like I said, I don't intend on this live being too long. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. So let's get into the show. We're here to talk about Miss Drew Sidora. She did an interview on V103 on the Big Tigger Show. And she has some things to say about K. Michelle, Kelli Ferrell, as well as Shamea Morton. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is that we're going to start off with the things that she had to say about Shamea. So let's get into that first. And then after that, we're going to get into my commentary and move on to the next one. Let's get into it, you guys.
Shamea, because I know that it felt like she has apologized to you, but also kind of had the whole like, I could have gone harder, because she asked you, you know, if you had dealings with Dennis. I think that was last season, right?
Yeah.
And so what is it? What is the issue? Did you get your apology? Did you not get your apology? What's the root of this issue with you two, and can you resolve it?
The root of the issue, we all know the root of the issue, and it wasn't me. Clearly something in someone else. And I feel like she was fighting a battle that wasn't hers, and now she's just kind of, you know, stuck trying to figure it out. She did an apology that we all saw. It wasn't genuine. However, I'm just ready to move forward. Again, there's no real issue with Shamea, Shamesi, and I. But you know, she's come on my page, like some photos I recently saw.
Okay.
I sent her a text, you know, sending condolences to, you know, her family on some personal things that were going on, that I won't speak of, but I did send a text. Just, you know, we're human beings at the end of the day. So I feel like there's no issue. I'm ready to just start anew. And hopefully she'll show up differently, more authentically. You know, I want to see the Shamea that we all like have seen. She's very fun, you know, very bright.
Yeah.
And so I really want her to show up.
Want to know why you didn't exactly give her that hug when she came over to hug you at the end of the reunion.
I didn't give her a hug.
You patted her on the back.
Oh. Well then,
You and Angela.
That, you know what? It was probably, I mean, going from arguing to a hug, it probably just felt unnatural. I didn't remember that, but thank you. But yeah, like, I feel like we got to work to a hug.
Yeah.
A hug is probably a little premature, because we know that she will apologize and then give a butt and then come for you about something else. And I felt like the whole horse situation, which I apologized for, you know, but I felt like it was a moment for her. Like, girl, why not call me and tell me this is what's going on with the horse? Like, the horse he pooped in my life. By the way, I did some digging, okay? And there's no HOA. Her house is not listed under the HOA. So I just feel like, now what are we talking about? You want to say I owe a bill, an HOA bill, but you're not a part of an HOA. So let's talk about it. And I just looked that up. Yeah, I have people that can do some digging, and we did the digging to find that out. So I just feel like it was all for a moment. I did own and apologize. I don't own that horse. I don't want that horse. Let's not talk about the horse no more.
Do y'all think y'all can move forward, you and Shamea?
Honestly, I'm ready to move forward.
Okay.
I am so ready to move forward. I am such in a different space in my life. I just feel like, what's the issue? If there's no real issue, then what are we doing? Like, are we just going back and forth for the sake of going back and forth because you want to keep your beach? Like, there's no real rooted issue. I'm willing to let it go. But I need her to show up a little different this season. I do.
Listen, y'all, can I just say that Drew is so annoying to me right now? She's annoying. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, I know that we all have gone up for Drew in the past, and you know, we all have defended Drew in the past, you know, for a lot of things, because the girls kind of do use her as a storyline a lot of times and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that. But in this interview, I feel like Drew does what she always does, and that is she says one thing, but then she does another thing, right? She's saying that she wants to move forward. If you're saying that you want to move forward with this lady, why are you in this interview constantly taking shots at this lady if you really want to move forward? You know what I mean? Like, I know that this is an interview and we got to talk about things and we got to do this and we got to do that. Like, I already know that. You know what I mean? Like, we got to do this and we got to do it. We have the reunion just went off. The season just wrapped. There are things that we have to discuss. I'm well aware of it. So I don't need nobody coming to me telling me, well, Scotty, you know they got to talk about it, Scotty. You know that. Bitch, I know that. Ain't no need for you to try to tell me, and ain't no need for you to try to remind me, baby. I know this already. However, I just think that it's not genuine when you say you want to move forward, but in the same breath, you want to throw shade and shit like that. Clearly, you haven't gotten over it, and clearly, you don't want to let it go. It's a up and it's stuck type of thing. It is. And I did some digging, I did some digging and I found out that she's not a part of the HOA. And I have people that can do those things. I have people in place that can dig. So you do be digging up information on people. You do be looking for shit on folks. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like the shit that they be trying to deny that they be doing. It's like then you turn around and say, but I have people that can dig up information. So with you saying that, you don't so you don't understand why people will believe that you are capable of doing such a thing. If you can sit your ass here, if you sit your bald-headed ass here and tell me that you're digging, you got people that can dig and get information and shit like that, then what make you think that they won't believe that you would do that? I wouldn't have said that, honestly. If I was already accused of plotting on the bitch, I ain't finna sit up here and get on no damn interview and say, well, I have people that can dig. Oh, so you were digging up information on me, or you could have possibly done it. You feel what I'm saying? And the fact that Drew is sitting up here talking about people being inauthentic and all of this other stuff, when you show up on this show as a character from a sitcom every time we see you. So I'm just trying to understand how you can sit up here and open your rabbit mouth and tell anybody that they're not being genuine, for you to tell anybody that they're not being real, for you to tell anybody that whatever they're saying and doing ain't true, when you are the queen of not being real about your shit. I'm gonna need for you to shut the fuck up. I'm just honestly, I'm sorry. And listen, y'all can come up in here and talk about Shamea all the fuck you want to, but we're talking about Drew right now. And this season right here, Drew irked me. Now, y'all know for the most part, I love Drew. I've met Drew. She's a sweet girl. But this season, she's absolutely irritated me. And it just coming across like Drew is so happy to be a part of the clique so bad right now that she's acting like a mean girl. So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she irritated me. But my biggest thing is she calling other people performative, and that's all she do on this show is perform. She's saying that other people are inauthentic when everything about her is inauthentic with this show. And to top it all off, she didn't even have no storyline this season. Like, girl, why we ain't seeing nothing about you going through a divorce? Why aren't we seeing anything with you talking about your situation with Ralph? Like, you ain't did shit but be up under Portia, beef with Shamea, beef with Drew, beef with K. Michelle, and all of this other stuff. What exactly have you really brought to the show as a personality versus you being in a bunch of beef? Because people can sit up here and say they're using Drew as a storyline. Kelly had a storyline, Shamea had a storyline, K. Michelle had a goddamn storyline. Without either of those three, Drew would not have nothing to fucking do. Because she ain't did shit all season, nothing that's worthwhile. Be glad K. Michelle was talking to the voices in her head and conjured up a beef with your ass. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about you. I mean, I'm just saying. What's the tea, sis? What's the mother tea? Okay. I don't know. I just like Drew better when she's not being all it is. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me see. This is about bashing Drew. Oh, girl, move on. Like, I ain't finna argue with no comments today because this ain't even what this is about. Let me see. Let me be quiet. At D-Boy 2 Envy came out the bushes to check me, child. That child support. Now, see, I ain't even said nothing about the child support thing because I don't like it when women lose their kids, and I damn sure don't like it when a woman have to pay somebody on pay a man child support. I don't really like that, so I'm not even gonna go into any of that and all that. Like, I'm not even gonna do that. You feel what I'm saying? Sheridan, it's so funny that you came up in my comments, honey, because I was supposed to be texting you tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Because I know we got to talk. So be on the lookout for that. But yes, I don't really go into the kid thing. I don't think that's cool for me to go into the kid thing. Now, if y'all want to drag her for not having no kid, for not having her kids, then y'all are welcome to do so. But I ain't doing it. You feel what I'm saying? However, Drew is just irritating. Drew is irritating, and she's irritated me all season, to be honest. Like, she literally has. So it is what it is. And I know that there's a Drew hive and shit like that, but baby, y'all can get over yourself because everybody gets it over here. Ain't nobody exempt from a motherfucking thing over here. Everybody get it. I actually like Drew, but I'm gonna call her out on her bullshit. And she been on bullshit all season. We didn't see nothing from her real life this season. The fuck? We ain't seen a damn thing. So it is what it is. That's what you're doing. I think Drew has been, girl, bye. Let me see. Hi, Drew, it really is a deadbeat. That sucks though. Oh my God. Drew need to stop pretending like she's a victim. I love her, but girl, bye. Exactly. Drew has a habit of gaslighting people too. Like, she be down and dirty with the bullshit too. But then when it all boils down, it's like she want to act like she ain't being messy herself. Like, she just does a lot of things that irritate me sometimes. Like, it is, you know. Hello, it don't mean that we dislike Drew. Exactly. And here's the thing. Let me respond to this. And here's the thing. Whenever people come into like videos and we're actually giving a reality star the business, the first thing that they do is they want to say that we hate them, we're pressed by them, all of those different things. I'm giving my commentary and I'm giving my damn opinion. You feel what I'm saying? So get over it. You know, if you don't like it, just turn it off. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Social media can't take nuance. RHOA is turning into LA and Metro Love Island type of cult group thing. Right. We cannot have our own minds, honey. Everybody got to be on the same side of the couch. Absolutely not. That would never happen over here. Not over here. Scotty, you can talk bad about everyone except P. Oh, child, that's the main one. I'm going to get the biz too. But before we move on to the other part of this interview, I want to thank Pat Hunt for the $5 super chat. And I also want to thank Southern Purchase for the $4.99 super chat. When they say, if K Michelle lets you get a scene or two as a friend of on the show, would you do it, Scotty? You know, I've always been against like being on these shows and shit, but now that I'm on the show my damn self, why not do it? You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. This sincerely blessed is sincerely looking for a moment, honey. So let's continue on with the next part of this interview. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get into the next part.
You want to come from my career, my singing. I have done nothing to Kelly. I've been supportive of Kelly, and she's just like this little screaming Humpty Dumpty that sat on a wall. You know what I mean? And now I was like, let me just let you be, you know, who you want to be, but I'm going to, you know, point out the facts that they are. I'm not shading you. It's just the fact that your restaurant closed. And so you want to come from me in my career instead of supporting me and uplifting me. So how does that feel?
When she brought that up, she also brought up your kids, and she said, well, you never have your kids, and that upset you. I saw your reaction. Yeah. What's your situation like, and how did that make you feel?
Now that for me, that was below the belt. That was, kids are off limits in this group. Like we have discussed that many, many, many times. And so I felt like, you know, for us to not really have any real issue, if somebody can tell me the issue, please do, you know, let me know the issue. But there's no issue. I've not done anything to Kelly. She just always is looking for a moment. And I feel like coming from my kids was just distasteful, especially with the battles that she's been having. I just think that that's something we should not bring on this platform. It's coming for the kids, including the kids. They did not ask to be a part of this. So I really feel like there's an apology owed in that respect. You want to come from my career, my singing.
And see, this is where Drew irritates me, right? This is when Drew annoys me. She's saying that I told the truth. Your restaurant is closed. But then you want to talk about my career and you don't want to support me. Girl, stop. Drew, stop. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all. But Drew, stop. Please stop playing with the people. Stop playing. Because, girl, you knew what you were doing when you got your ass up there. and went to that lady's restaurant to expose the fact that her restaurant was closed. My thing about it is, you knew what you were doing when you did it. You went to that lady's restaurant to expose her, to embarrass her, to blast her. That's exactly why you went to that lady's restaurant. You already knew it was closed. We knew it was closed. And you thought that it would be funny as fuck and it would be a flex for you to take your bald-headed ass to that lady's restaurant and expose the fact that it was a bumper cable on the door or whatever. Like, girl, why are you acting as if you was really out here trying to support Kelly and all this other shit? And you talking about you was bringing your kids to get chicken and waffles and your kids was nowhere in fucking sight. Girl, please stop. This is what I mean by Drew playing dumb and not understanding exactly what the fuck she doing. You're playing dumb and you're not dumb. And you know the key word is playing dumb, because that's a role she like to play. You're playing stupid and you know you're not stupid. You know exactly what the fuck you were doing. You knew that restaurant was closed the same way the rest of us knew that motherfucker was closed. You knew it was closed. You went there for and you want to say, Kelly is coming for me for a moment. I mean, we really don't have an issue. She's coming at me for a moment. You going to her fucking restaurant was for a moment. Like, am I crazy? Because for you to say that Kelly be coming for you for moments and all that other shit, but what the fuck were you doing when you went to her restaurant, girl? You were looking for the same damn moment you say she was looking for. Like, what we talking about, Drew? Like, I'm gonna need for Drew to really own her shit, honey. Own your shit, girl. Own up to the fact that you are a messy ass motherfucker at times. Own up to that. Own up to the fact that you like the drama. Own up to the fact that, girl, you like the bullshit. You do. And that is the motherfucking truth. And then you want to sit up here and act as if you ain't did nothing. And you want to sit up here and act as if I've always supported her. But then all I did was tell the truth and tell you that your restaurant was closed. But then you want to come for my career. You came for the fact that her restaurant was closed. So what else did you expect for her to respond with? You came for something that she was going through. So she went for your motherfucking career. Granted, you got more going on in your career than she does, absolutely. But yes, she's going to go after what the fuck you got going on. The same way you went after her closed ass restaurant, it's the same reason why she went for your career. Then you want to say bringing up kids is below the belt, and we should never do that. Drew, you go below the belt too. Let's be for real. The same way you tried to say that Kelly was body shaming you, but you want to act like you didn't just body shame K. Michelle minutes prior about her leaking ass. It's crazy how you be doing shit and then you forget that you did it when somebody comes at you with the same energy. Drew, stop playing with me. You gaslighting like a mother. You've learned from the best. You've learned from Ralph. Oh, baby, no. You learned from Ralph. Who calling me? Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Let me look at the comments. Right, Taylor. She can drive an hour to a restaurant, but can't drive around the corner to the kids' school. Oh my God. Why y'all dragging that lady like this? Let me look. Okay. Oh, I already put that one up there. We got to call out Andy too, because he literally takes sides and will shut down valid points if he isn't on your side. And that is very true. He definitely be taking sides. And people don't really and people have been calling him out for taking sides for a very long time. He do be taking sides. You can tell who he like and who he don't like. You can definitely tell. Let me see. Nobody talked about your kids, but they took them from you, baby. Oh my God, Kimmy. Oh my God. The thing is with these ladies, they can dish it, but when people react, it's they took it too far. They was looking for a moment, blah, blah, blah. Exactly. They all be doing it. Drew brought up paying for Pilar's college, knowing that she and Portia were not rocking with each other at that time. Mm-hmm. And she knew that it was going to come across shady, but said it anyway. Got your whole body done, but called somebody Humpty Dumpty. Oh my God. When Portia turned them tables on Drew, exactly. Drew lost her home and her kids and drove an hour away to record another person's restaurant. Okay, Drew, y'all are dragging that lady. Take your kids to school, not Kelly's restaurant. Oh my God. So y'all telling that lady not to take them kids to their restaurant, but take them kids to school. Y'all some low down, dirty monkeys with some wigs on. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about the Scotty gang. The Scotty gang gonna read, okay? Y'all gonna read, beat people down, honey, okay? That's one thing y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna read now, okay? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, all right. So let me see. I hate how Shamea get outcasted for defending Portia. Now her and P fell out, so nobody got Shamea's back or ever had it for that matter. I am here for the Drew Dragon. Oh my God. I'm late like Drew's kids to class. What did she do now? Oh my God. You know what? Let's get to the last part of this interview, y'all. Okay. Let me share my screen. Let me see. All right.
I like the fact that you and K. Michelle were able to show up for each other at the reunion. I think a lot of fans got excited to see that there may be a turn of leaf there.
Is there?
Well, is there?
I mean, I showed up. I showed up to support her.
It felt like y'all hashed things out. Am I wrong?
Well, I didn't get an apology. I absolutely was looking for an apology. I feel like your entire existence on this show was me and you coming for me and you stating things that I was coming and planning and plotting and scheming, and we found out that wasn't true. So I feel like if you're going to drag for me, keep that same energy when you own it, because you were wrong and there was no plot, there was no plan. She admitted that, as we saw. If you didn't see it, catch it on Peacock. But yeah, no, it was no plot and scheme. I never did anything to Kay. I feel like she definitely owes me an apology.
I like the fact that you and K. Michelle were able to show up for each other at the reunion. I think a lot of fans got excited to see that there may be a turn of leaf there.
Is there?
Well, is there?
I mean, I showed up. I showed up to support her.
It felt like y'all hashed things out. Am I wrong?
Well, I didn't get an apology. I absolutely was looking for an apology. I feel like your entire existence on this show was me and you coming for me and you stating things that I was coming and planning and plotting and scheming, and we found out that wasn't true. So I feel like if you're going to drag for me, keep that same energy when you own it, because you were wrong and there was no plot, there was no plan. She admitted that, as we saw. If you didn't see it, catch it on Peacock. But yeah, no, it was no plot and scheme. I never did anything to Kay. I feel like she definitely owes me an apology.
I like.
Now, Drew, let me say this, right? Regardless of anything, right? We all know that K. Michelle was on a crazy train this season. We already know this, right? But my thing with Drew is this. At the reunion, it seems as though you and Kay were okay. It seemed that way at the reunion. So why are you still keeping this going in this interview? It's unnecessary. If you honestly felt like this right here, why you didn't say it at the reunion? So to me, it looks like you want to keep the bullshit going between you and K Michelle going into season 8 because you know you ain't got shit to talk about next season. And for you to even sit up here and say that Kay's whole existence was you on this show, girl, please. If Kay didn't conjure up no bullshit, you wouldn't have nothing to talk about on this motherfucking show. Please shut up. If it was not for K Michelle and her bullshit, you would not have nothing to talk about. So if you really want to say that somebody's existence was somebody else, be glad. Be glad that she was talking about you. Be glad that she was speaking on you. Be glad that she was even making your ass a storyline. Be glad. Be happy. Be grateful, ho. Because if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have nothing to talk about. This is what I'm talking about. Drew be doing bullshit. And then if K Michelle got on Twitter and started dragging her after this interview, then everybody gonna be looking at Kay like she the one that's wrong. Everybody gonna be looking at Kay like, oh my God, she picking on Drew. When Drew's sitting up here keeping shit going, acting oblivious, acting like you wasn't understanding where Kay came from when y'all was at the fucking reunion. But here at this interview, you're speaking a whole new tune. What the fuck is that, Drew? And why the fuck is that, Drew? Like, seriously, what's the point? Oh, God. But then y'all be wanting to say somebody crazy and somebody biased and somebody's wrong and somebody's this and somebody's a hater and somebody is this whenever someone calls these girls out. I'm just saying. Like, what are we doing? But I don't know. I'm just so confused by Drew at this particular moment. I'm so confused with Drew. Like, girl, what are we doing? Like, are you trying to get some shit going again? Like, what are we doing? You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. They say you're jealous. And you know what? That's so crazy. That's the funniest comment I ever see. When we're talking about the shows, right? And we give our opinion on the shows. And then the first thing they want to say is that we're jealous. I'm not jealous of these girls. Let's be clear, y'all. And I know this probably gonna sound like a read and all this other shit, but I promise you I'm not trying to read. I'm not jealous of these girls. I don't want to lose my kids. I don't want to go through no damn divorce. I don't want my restaurant to be shut down. I don't want, let me see. I don't want no friends that's going to talk about my mama. I don't want no friends that's going to pretend like they've been my friend for years and they really ain't. I don't want to go through body issues. I don't want to feel like I got to go get a BBL. I don't want to be a lying lawyer. I don't want to go through bankruptcy. Why would I be jealous of them? I'm fine with my 9-to-5 job, my book check, my YouTube check, and everything that I got under the sun that's very low tier compared to them. I'm absolutely fine with my regular life. I'm not jealous of them. And the fact is, was another thing that's so crazy to me and what's so funny to me is Portia. I got to talk about Portia. That's how I get money. I get paid to talk about Portia. See, That's the thing. So ain't nobody jealous. We're doing our jobs. We're here to entertain y'all. We're doing our jobs. We're here to give commentary. We get paid to give commentary, babies. It's not really about dragging someone just because you don't like them. It's just really about you doing your job. And that's just what I'm doing my job. Like, why would I be jealous? It's always that. It's the same thing with now you know you want Derek long stroke self LOL. I already have a long stroke already, so I don't need nobody else's long stroke. I already got a man with a long stroke. I don't need nobody else's long stroke. However, the thing about it is, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, ain't nobody jealous of these women. Ain't nobody mad with these women. I'm good where I'm at. It's just that the fans be taking this shit so goddamn personal. And it's crazy. Okay. So it is what it is, honey. It is what it is. But I'm just gonna need for Drew to stop playing in the people's faces. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna have to stop. Just gonna have to need for her to stop playing in the people's faces and stop acting like she don't be a part of the bullshit that be going on in this group, cause she do. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's the issue with a lot of people in this group, that they don't really just take accountability for the things that they do. Like, if you messy, just say you messy. If you a bone carrier, just say you a bone carrier. Just stand in your shit. I think that's what everybody needs to do, honestly. Just stand in your bullshit. Just stand in your bullshit, and I think that things will be absolutely okay if you just stand in it, acknowledge it, and own it. That's all I'm really saying about it, honestly. I would love nothing more than for people to literally stand on their shit. That's it, and that's motherfucking all, okay? But y'all, anyway, anyhow, before I get up out of here, I saw a comment earlier and I didn't get a chance to respond to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, respond to it now. Someone told me that they loved my panel that I did on the game. Shut up, Carl. They loved the panel that I did the other day yesterday, dealing with the game, where it was me, Tammy Talks, T, So Debonair, and Sakina. We're actually gonna come back for that panel next week, and we're gonna talk about girlfriends next week. So we're gonna do more. I think I'm gonna make that panel be like a nostalgic type of panel where we talk about old TV shows and shit like that, and when it jumped the shark and things like that. And I really enjoyed doing that with them. It was absolutely great doing that with them. So so we're definitely gonna come back together next week and talk about girlfriends, because we had a ball talking about the game. We went from talking about the game to talking about growing up hip hop and all kinds of other shit. Like, it was amazing. And we even had even more fun talking behind the scenes last night. So I'm gonna get that group together again and talk about girlfriends next week. As I told you guys already, me and T, are working on we're working on a Love and Marriage Huntsville panel. It's going to be under the Whether You Like It or Not brand. And I know that me and T are doing it. I know that really B expressed interest in doing it as well. And I might ask On the Rocks with Jada to join us for this panel. The only thing about it is we got to pick a date to do it. But otherwise, it's probably going to be, I know for a fact that it's me and T and really B, and a possible for Jada. So I'm gonna talk to Jada sometime this week and see if she will be willing to do it, and we're gonna take it from there. What else we got coming up? There's more album reviews coming. I still have to do my live for the top 50 songs of Essence. And I do still want to talk about the Joe and Donnell Jones verses, because I never got a chance to talk about that. But that's about it, and that's about all. But anyway, you guys, I am up out of here. I will talk to you guys soon. I'm gonna give me some Taco Bell and take my ass to sleep. I'll holler at you later. Bye, y'all.